Welcome to another podcast of Podcast J, ran by Taito Ozaki and Evan Reiser.
What's up? What's up?
Let's reflect back on the play that happened versus the Hawks versus the Knicks.
High pro slot pick and roll.
Yes, you're right. Let's give a little bit more context where Trae Young was at the high pro slot area with Clint Capella, the center, giving a screen. And instead of using it to go to the top of the key, he used it on the strong side ball. And the two defenders who were ball watching on the weak side didn't cover the man that they were supposed to guard. They were just guarding a spot at this point, which left DeAndre Hunter wide open for a slam dunk. And we decided to try that at the new basketball court at Budokan. Shout out to Budokan. How did you think you played? You being Trae Young and me becoming the slasher.
I played okay. I would say I'm enjoying taking these pro actions to pick up situations. There's definitely a lot of room for improvement in terms of my communication of what we're trying to get done. But the sky's the limit. The sky's actually the limit, and it's rather exciting to gain more understanding of basketball and to actually be able to put it into language and communicate it and get it done that way. We got something from it. We can do so much better, but we did get a lot out of it all the same.
Yes, we made a couple of our baskets with our highlights that happened during that run. Again, spacing is really important, and I think once you're able to have the correct, proper spacing for the respective four players that are on the court with you while you have the ball or without you having the ball, then it makes the offense so much easier because then you kind of understand and read how the defenders are going to guard you in that particular scheme.
If you think about it, on any given play, the person who has the ball, or really on any given play in any position, you only have so many options of the action you're really going to take at the end of the day. You can sell the fake 1,000 different ways, but it's really one action you're going to end up taking on a given play. And I would say that each time down the floor, whether we made the shot at the end of the day or not, at the end of the possession or not, the action that was taken was, at least in my mind, out of the formation and out of the spacing that was created, at least in my mind, again, by that play. So you can either go right and shoot, you can either go left and shoot, you can pass it, you can go right and pass it, you can go left and pass it, you can step back, you can drive to the basket. Like, it's, to simplify it, there's only so many different things you're actually going to do on any possession. And I would say that we, in a way that seemed organic to myself, it wasn't always the smoothest. Sometimes it was chippy choppy because, again, the team not being 100% melded together and on the same page, being kind of almost screwed together, wood chipped together, I would say the actions, whether I went right and shot, whether I went left and shot, whether I stepped it back or just pulled up, passed it, it all felt like I got it off of this high pro slot screen and roll action as opposed to just getting it from thin air. I felt like I got it off of our approach.
Nice. I think jumping on the bandwagon of you could only do so much. Now that you know you could only do so much, you can work on that individually with the specific spots that you're going to be placed in that certain situation.
Exactly.
However, if you make it chaotic to yourself, then there's just so many things that you have to make a split-second decision with. And by making the proper spacing, you're able to simplify it and know that during this kind of defense, say if they ice you, say if they pressure you, if they just single out play under you with the screen, you're able to choose the spots of where you're going to take the shot or make a certain play with it. So it's only going to make us better if you simplify the game, and it's by making these spacings for the other 4 players, especially when you have the ball.
Absolutely. Simplify the game. The greatest players, to me, it looks almost like a boxer. It's like a fighter setting up their shot. LeBron James, I'm sure he would love to pepper you with threes the whole game and hit 10 threes. I'm sure he would love to do that, but he's the type of player, he kind of knows it's about the timely shots. Or like Jokic is a great example. Timely shots. And each shot, the way a player makes it look so easy is that they're getting everything they're getting off of something else setting it up. And really, it's all set up off of something so simple, which is probably their greatest strength, like their go-to, which is unstoppable, probably, because that's the nature of basketball. You know, like if you have a strong right hand, you're good going right, and you know you can make it there. It's like hard to stop if you can set it up. So
cool. And with this positionless basketball that's happening right now in the NBA, despite the teams having position lists, you can see that there's centers of the names of, say, Rudy Gobert, or a rookie from the Memphis Grizzlies, or even the Knicks or the Hawks, per se, with Clint Capella as well. And I think the reason is, if you simplify the game, then you're able to know the options of, even if they're not going to be able to making shooting threes, for example, if the defender guards a certain way, you're able to punish them by having that extra height, extra length of their center to make the dunk or the lob easy for the offense to roll as well. I think this play that the Atlanta Hawks was playing with the pro slot pick and roll was pretty self-explanatory, and we were able to kind of break it down and simplify it. Yeah. Was there any games coming up, by the way?
We have, for Pete's sake, we have the NBA Cup final, the second in the history of the NBA Cup, between the Bucks and the Oklahoma City Thunder, formerly the Seattle Supersonics. Yeah, let's check that one out. See what's happening.
Should we go check it out?
Let's check out the game.
All right, let's check it out. Okay, that will conclude the segment of Podcast J, ran by Taito Zaki and Evan Reiser.
Peace out.